masaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
It is another beautiful day for Philippine basketball as we resume our coverage for the MPBL's 6th season. Once again in neutral territory, we are inside the Paco Arena in Manila as we feature Judel Fuentes, who was fantastic shooting the ball from downtown in the previous outing versus Caloocan. He will have a good battle in terms of shooting threes in this game, going up against Sarangani Marlins, who, as we know, have been firing a lot from downtown in the season. But they have a lot of good additions, which we will break down later on. That is the most interesting part so far of our coverage. It is Sarangani versus Quezon. After that, it's Imos versus Bicolandia. And then for our main game, Zamboanga will take on the Rizal Golden Coolers. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. This is Mix Comments at your service alongside Coach Louie Gonzalez. And let me read the list here. So we have J. Mark Malyari, Lars Sunga, Anthony White, Joseph Celso, and Marvin Hayes joining the Sarangani Marlins. And the Marlins told me, Coach Louie, that Marvin Hayes really took the team by storm in terms of his leadership in their past couple of practices. Ikaw, ano masasabi mo sa kanyang pagdating sa Sarangani?
It's a great pickup for this team Sarangani kasi Marvin Hayes, you don't need to put that basketball to his hand. I mean, the way they play, yung style ng play ng Sarangani fits yung suit and strength ni Marvin Hayes.
As you can see, he's the one huddling up his teammates by the free throw line. He is the new leader for Sarangani. Let's see if it will pay off in their next couple of games. Congratulations, by the way, to the Hayes family because ang panganay po ni Marvin kahapon ay gumraduate sa senior high school. That is Rihanna. Shout out to you, Rihanna. Congratulations. But now, Coach Louie will be breaking down our team standings. Coach, we are halfway done. Kamusta?
Oo, now Pampanga at 12-1. They now hold the longest winning streak sa ating season right now, followed by Nueva Ecija, then San Juan, Manila starting to be hot, especially yung pagdating ni Greg Slaughter. It was a different, they became a different team mix, and followed by etong mga maraming teams natin, and we talk about this. It will be like this. Ito yung magiging scenario natin moving forward. Halos dikit-dikit pa rin talaga etong mga teams natin in the North Division.
The schedules are going to be tougher as we go along. How about in the South?
Oo, now itong these two, itong matchup natin right now, we'll play next. Quezon at 11 wins with 0 losses. Sarangani at number 12 right now, but not far pa rin dito from our 8 hanggang 11 team. So nandyan lang sila, within reach pa rin. And let's see kung ano yung magiging produkto ng kanilang new players, yung acquisition nila sa mga bagong players nila, kung makakatulong ba para sa campaign nila.
2 games behind is certainly very possible for a comeback for the Marlins. But now let's talk about the previous game of the Quezon Huskers. This was a team that was able to win on the road versus Batang Kankalu. How impressed were you with that performance?
Oh, you know, as expected, big games, low scoring.
Yeah.
And it took in this game 14 lead changes, 11 ties. So just imagine how close this game is. Still that third quarter explosion itong Quezon in terms of defense, limiting talaga to just single digit at to just 12 points itong Caloocan. Then the 10-point explosion ni Judel Fuentes dun sa final canto in that game. So if you look at the numbers, 43% compared to the 37%, and this Quezon Huskers team, alam mo, game after game, they just keep on improving. So ito yung kaya I'm looking forward for a good season para sa team na ito.
One might actually argue that they played the pace of Batang Kankalu, which is so used to low-scoring games in our season, but they were able to get that victory. On the other hand, for the Sarangani Marlins, well, they lost against the fast pace of Zamboanga. They are used to their own fast pace as well, but Zamboanga was just too much.
Look at the points in the paint. Zamboanga is plus 22. Tas bench points, alam, mataas na yan for Sarangani. It's just really yung assist number. They only dish out 13 assists compared to the 31 assists ng Zamboanga na hindi lang natin nakikita. Pero let's see. I'm excited for first match mix. Reason being, this is the second placer tsaka third placer sa ating 3 points in terms of 3-point attempt ng mga team. So makikita natin talaga marami tayo makikitang shots beyond the arc.
Would it be raining in Manila?
Oh.
That could be our theme for today. Let's turn you over to Miguel Perey.
Let's meet our starters, beginning with the Quezon Huskers. Starting at forward number 17, Jason Opiso. At center number 24, RJ Minerva. The other forward, number 77, Gab Banal. At guard, number 13, LJ Gonzalez. And the other guard, number 10, Lucena City Honorable Mayor Mark Alcala. The Quezon Huskers will be led by Richie Tigzon, with Nash Rosella, Ed De La Torre, Luis Velasco, Jonathan De Guzman, and Bernard Digia. Team manager is attorney Don Capunan. Team owners are Governor Helen Tan, Congressman Mike Tan, and Mayor Ralph Lim. Now, the starting five for Sarangani Marlins. Forward number 22, Yuki Kawamura. Also at forward number 34, King Destacamento. At center number 13, Coy Alves. At guard number 5, J. Mark Palyari. And the other guard number 44, Ryan Sual. The head coach for Sarangani Marlins is Master J.K. John Calios. Assistant coaches Gilbert Cole, Joshua Inocentes, Jeff Cleopas, Jock Labrador, Ryan Lima, and Manuel.
We have our starters brought to you by Buenas, LJ Gonzalez, Mayor Mark Alcala, RJ Minerva, Jason Opiso, and Gabanal for Quezon Province. And then for Sarangani, we have a newcomer in J. Mark Malyari joining Ryan Sual, Coy Alves, King Destacamento, and Yuki Kawamura. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Louis Gonzalez as we come to you live from the Paco Arena in Manila. We have an undefeated squad in Quezon, 11-0, taking on a team riding on a 3-game losing skid, Sarangani, which is at 3-10. But we did mention the 5 names who will be making their debut for Coach John Calios in this matchup. It's basically like obtaining a new lineup for them. Dahil 5 tao yun at sakto kada posisyon fitting dun sa 5 pasok.
Oo, exactly. And yung brand ng game ayun yung mahalaga sa akin. And very objective yung pagkakakuha ni Coach John Calios dun sa mga new players niya na he knows na it will not take that much time para maka-adjust dun sa sistema na tinatakbo niya.
Right now, we're seeing J. Mark Malyari on the floor. It's going to be very interesting as to how he can make the difference, especially for the top scorer in Ryan Sual. Sual is actually number 1 in the whole of the MPBL in terms of scoring, but he was the one who took that first shot for Sarangani.
Oo. So this one will make yung life easier for Ryan Sual, having a J. Mark Malyari that likes to create and attack to the basket.
J. Mark actually would tell us that he loves the open court, but his teammates see his skills at the half court.
Oh.
That would be very useful for the Marlins. Here he is. Malyari using the screen down the middle. He feeds. That's a good look. And that is what Malyari brings.
Oo. So, again, assist. Yung passing skills nito ni J. Mark will be really a big boost para dito sa team ng Sarangani.
He's gonna have to stop LJ Gonzalez, though, for his first outing. The first basket by Quezon was scored by this guy. Gabanal feeds, Alcala shoots, but there is a 3-second violation.
You know, yung starters ng Quezon right now, and this is what luxury na meron yung mga coaches nila, is to start players depending on dun sa scouting report. So right now, they started itong si RJ Minerva and Jason Opiso as 4 and 5 to match up itong speed nitong Sarangani.
They're actually guarding Coy Alves and King Destacamento respectively so far. Those two are number 1 and 2 in the league in terms of blocking so far. 3 on the shot clock. Ryan Sual drives and kicks, and they will lose time.
And you know, with the insertion of itong si Banal is there, Jason Opiso is there. Kasi itong yung galing ni King Destacamento tsaka ni Coy Alves, you always need to put a body on them. Because they're very good crashing the board, especially on the offensive end.
We're back with Quezon. Gabanal against Yuki Kawamura. They swing it over to Mayor Mark Alcala. Down low, RJ Minerva. The cutter is Gab. A good look. Off to the left. Offensive rebound, Jason Opiso. A lot of time here for LJ Gonzalez.
Favorite
he
move.
split the D, and there's the feed on to Gabanal.
You know, every time he gets to that rhythm, yung slide show na involved siya sa pick and roll, yung crossover dribble na yun gives so much talaga para kay LJ Gonzalez.
It's like eliminating 2 defenders immediately.
Then he knows how to pass.
Another feed from LJ. Gabanal, that's another guy who knows how to pass. But Alcala misfired on his 3. And there's a loose ball foul. This is the move of LJ Gonzalez, as mentioned by Coach Louis Gonzalez. His favorite.
And splitting that, yung ini-split niya talaga yung ball screen. And he knows kung nasaan yung whereabouts ng mga teammates niya after eh. Binabasa niya na lang kung nasaan yung depensa eh.
Ryan Sual tried to do the same thing to no avail. And here's Quezon with numbers. What a feed. LJ Gonzalez to Gabanal. You know, now I just realized, could LJ Gonzalez be the best point guard that Gabanal has ever worked with in the MPBL?
Magandang question yan and magandang tanungin yan kasi yung comfortability ni Gabanal playing alongside with LJ.
Boy, Alves just scored. And as we continue to talk about LJ and Gab, it could also be the other way around. Gabanal creating for LJ Gonzalez.
Kasi, you know, both players attracts defense.
Yes. And by the way, the bigs have always stayed ready for the passes from LJ and Gab. It is one of the big luxuries of playing for the Quezon Huskers, as this fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. Gonzalez to Banal, making it look very easy. Back with LJ. Screen by Opiso. They go to Mark Alcala. He feeds. That's tapped away. Recovery for Mayor Mark. There's the feed onto Gabanal. And you know, before this game, I had a conversation with Mark Alcala. I said, it seems like you're very comfortable playing this season. And he said, well, maybe because last year it was my time shaking off the rust after 3 years of not playing basketball. Kumbaga ngayon, bumunga na yung investment niya.
And defined yung role kasi ni Mayor Mark sa team ng Quezon. He knows that every game, most likely he will start. Then yung remaining, depende on how he started.
Yeah.
Diba? And ayun yung maganda kasi if you are a player, if clear-cut yung rules mo at yung role mo doon sa team, magpapagaling ka na lang eh.
Yes. And by the way, they love him so much. The players of Quezon Province. As this story is 4-1, and that explains the 4-point advantage of Quezon in this game. Ryan Sual, step back, tough shot, short, rebound Gonzalez. LJ pushes, forward pass, Opiso, one more. How about the ball going around? Nice fake. Mark Alcala is fouled.
4 dribbles there.
And how many passes?
Around 8.
That is the score as well. 4-8. 5 minutes and 15. Sideline inbound for our Season 2 MVP. And here comes LJ Gonzalez.
And you know the pressure behind if you're playing against a team that likes to share that basketball. Even yung confidence sa pagtira medyo magiging questionable kasi you know when you miss a shot, they will attack. And what about Banal in this first quarter to start the game?
He just made his first 3-pointer, and by the way, he has scored all of the points of Quezon Province. All 11.
Ang maganda doon, all 11 points, 9 points coming from good passes.
Yes. What a luxury it is for Gabanal on his return season for the MPBL. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. You did mention if it's off of a good pass, your confidence gets raised. At the same time, it is such a comfortable look for you to just catch and shoot.
Oo naman, and we know how Banal plays. Talagang if he needs to take charge, talagang he will battle it out eh. Pero right now, with sa team na pinaglalaroan niya, yung miles niya nasa-save niya eh.
Yeah, life is good for Gabanal. Koy Alves, his miles have been tested this season. But the good thing is, the guy who just gave him a low 5, Marvin Hayes, has arrived. That's his new leader for Sarangani.
Imagine playing 26.32 minutes per game
Exactly.
and battling it out against yung mga hefty players dito sa MPBL. Hindi biro maglaro sa ilalim dito sa MPBL.
That's why we give big shoutouts to Koy Alves and King Destacamento who have held their ground for Sarangani. And now it's Simon Sandagon who just got fouled by Mr. Alves.
Oo, and this guy really impresses me this season. Talaga yung maturity ni Simon. He won a couple of games for them. Yung hindi na siya nagpapanik, yung composure niya doon sa challenges sa kanya. Talagang maganda yung moving forward. Yung preparation niya going to the pro, ang laking bagay.
And he did share to me that he's just very happy to be at this position, owning his role. He has a lot of good playmakers. At alam niya na rin kung paano gumalaw sina Jodel Fuentes, Gabanal, and LJ Gonzalez. And so he would have easy looks to go alongside. All of his hard work with his boards and his shot blocking, by the way, has been impressive.
Oo, kasi not all players are given the chance, tulad sa chance na nakuha ni Simon, na from college coaches, kasama mo pa rin when you turn pro.
Oh, by the way, speaking of a coach for Quezon, their head coach himself, Eric Gonzalez, is not present today because he is in Serbia with the UP Fighting Maroons. It's not a problem. This is a deep coaching staff after all for Quezon Province. But we do wish Coach Eric the best of luck as they hold their training camp there.
You know, maganda pa dyan. Bit-bit pa ni Coach Eric yung learnings and experience na makukuha dun eh.
At isi-share sa atin yan ni Coach Christian Luanzon. Pagbalik niya mula Serbia din. This is a turnover. Gravera will push. 12-4 is the tally. Lagrama, pass inside. That's a steal by Marvin Hayes. Ryan Sual on the move. Sual all the way for two. Forward pass. How about that feed? But it was just a bit too long for Simon Sandagon. Let's see an opportunity for Ryan Sual. Almost stopped by Jodel Fuentes. Same goes for Topeng Negrama, but Sual says it's not a problem. He is our leading scorer after all in the MPBL, averaging 20 points per game. Now there's a foul.
Ay magandang matchup to, no? Si Topeng Negrama and Jomar Madayag.
Oh yes. So two homegrown, pesky, talented point guards. Although their skill set is quite different.
Oo.
Topeng really known for his ball handling, his shooting. But on the other hand, Madayag will just run and run.
Oo, yung hustle naman talaga ni Madayag.
There's a foul on that three by Ryan Sual.
Oh, and I was about to mention, we're down to the last 3 minutes, 25 seconds nitong quarter na to. And both teams, hindi pa masyado nagja-jack up from the beyond the arc. Itong Quezon only attempted isang beses lang. Itong Sarangani naman, 3.
I'm not sure if they are trying to psyche each other out in this game na mag-iiba yung identity namin. Baka sakaling magulat ang aming kalaban. Ryan Sual just converted from the stripe. He is a 76% shooter from the line this season. This is his breakout season after all, and that has been the mission of Coach John Calios, to always provide that playing opportunity for guys who would want to shine.
Oo, totoo yan. And sa akin kasi sa tingin ko, they're still trying to adjust. Especially having a Marvin Hayes in your team. That parang defense agad yung nasa isip mo eh.
Yes.
Alright? Because right now, itong Sarangani, they're defending well. In terms of yung making itong Quezon execute their plays, hindi basta-basta na madadaling tira rin na may nakukuha.
Although Quezon's just really hard to stop. They just made another three-pointer. And now the lead is up to 8 as Sual fires and misses. Ball tapped and recovered by Alves. Now it's Lars Sunga, another new addition who scores inside.
Yeah, he really adds size dito sa team ng Sarangani.
Sunga used to play that 4 spot when he was with Arellano. But Coach John Calius did prepare him for that small forward position, which Lars actually prefers. As the natural big man on the other end scores in Lander Cannon.
Textbook execution ng 2-man pick and roll.
17-9. We've seen 6 assists so far for Quezon. A miss from downtown for Ryan Sual.
And this is what we're saying. Twice already that Sual missed and from the long 3-point line. Pero nakuha ni Koy Alves yung offensive rebound. Basang-basa na eh.
Oh, this is one heck of a front line. Alves, Hayes, and Sunga trying to rebound for them. But on the other end, we did see this play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Simple as it is. Pick and roll for Lander Cannon. Marvin Hayes, strong side going left. Now he's challenged at his right. Unable to score. Counter run. Simon Sandagon. There's the kick out. Judel all day. Too strong. Rebound Alves.
This is fast.
Well, that is the usual identity of Sarangani. And when you have Jomar Madayag inside, I'm sure you can expect that. It also helps that Koy Alves can dribble.
Oo. And you know, before that foul on Koy Alves, it was si Simon Sandagon din naman for Quezon ang naging outlet na.
Oo. Well, they can make use of their huge strides for that reason. And now Alves just missed on his first free throw. One can argue as well that this is his breakout season in the MPBL. But he's going to have to make his free throws.
Oo. Big lineup for both teams. Ang ganda nung matchup.
This is crazy for Quezon, having Rodel Gravera at that small forward position. At sa lagay na yan, nawala na sila ng Will Gozum for the season. Pass inside, Bunyag will finish.
Yeah, second time off that ball screen. Yung creation ni Topeng Lagrama.
Almost a steal. Anthony White is in the game. He drives and misses. Takbo sa kabila. Topeng Lagrama. Forward to Judel. Fuentes. Short. Rebound Sarangani. Here's Lars Sunga. Hounded by Gravera. Sunga needs a teammate. Now Marvin Hayes slows down. They give it up to Jomar Madayag. His three-pointer is way off to the right. And on the counter, Topeng feeds. No, look at that. But Gravera could not handle the leather.
Great setup there. Sayang.
Masyadong maganda yung pass. Nasilaw din itong si Rodel Gravera.
Yung misdirection ng move ni Topeng eh.
Diba? Kahit siya na misdirect. 19-9, that's another new addition. Joseph Celso for the Sarangani Marlins, formerly of the San Juan Knights.
Yeah, another stretch 4 for Sarangani.
Sunga. Pass inside. Celso, that's a steal. This is basically 4 players who are new to Coach John Calios joining Jomar Madayag. 4 on the shot clock and the game clock here in the first quarter. That's a miss by Topeng, and that's going to do it for our first frame. Quezon off to a fantastic start.
And you know, doing it defensively. Every time they get stopped, talagang itinatakbo nila. Tapos yung defensive stop conversion and to-point conversion. Ayun yung marami tayong nakita. Pero ang ganda rin ng pasahan.
We had 8 field goals and 1 free throw make for Quezon. They had 9 assists. So everything is off of nice feeds. Gabanal certainly made the most out of that opportunity, or the opportunities presented onto him, in double figures after the first quarter. This score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
You are still watching the MPBL. Since Coach Eric Gonzalez is in Serbia due to a prior commitment, Coach Richie Tixon will be taking over for the meantime. At sabi nga niya, although ang koponan nila ay so far so good ang performance, there are still some points to improve, like being tougher on defense, more aggressiveness on 50-50 ball, and additional effort. Speaking of additional effort, Coach Richie talked about is his effort, guys, in the team. Lahat naman daw ma-effort, pero itong tatlong to extraordinary, namely sina Simon Sandagon, LJ Gonzalez, and Jason Opiso. Kumbaga sila daw palagi yung nagsiset ng standard to where the team would follow. The perfect combination to their athleticism is the kind of hustle that they show. Back to you guys.
And that's why it has reflected on their minutes on the court for the Quezon Huskers. Gonzalez, Opiso, and Sandagon. I had a conversation with one of those players as you get to see our first quarter field goal story ×2 for Quezon Province. Jason Opiso told me na kahit siya mismo nahuhulangan pa siya sa kanyang naipapakita, and imagine the amount of effort that we can continue to see from not only him but the rest of his teammates for the rest of the season.
Oo, siguro ang maganda kasi they were able to build something that challenges yung comfort zones nila. And if you have that multiple guys that will challenge yung, kasi nagtatrabaho sila palagi, grabe yung effort na binibigay nila, magra-rub in na lang doon sa ibang mga teammates nila yan eh.
It's 19-11 in the second quarter. Quezon looking to run 4-on-2. Mayor Mark Alcala is fouled. That's Anthony White called for that foul. Former Marikina shoe master himself, who learned a lot from Coach Elvis Tolentino, one of our developmental coaches here in the MPBL. He has produced a lot of great talents. But now we have Mark Alcala at the stripe. 8 points, 2 rebounds per game this season. He's had a couple of Best Player Awards already, Coach Louie.
Oo, and he's really looking forward dun sa mga games na ganito, na alam niya na makakatakbo siya ng gusto at makakapaglaro siya ng maayos.
Yeah. And again, his teammates would love to see him produce. It becomes like a common joy to them, which translates onto team bonding already for the Quezon Huskers. And as we know, important yung mga ganyan, especially come the long term, yung mga playoff pictures natin. As Matiliano misfires.
Yeah, second consecutive turnovers para dito sa Sarangani. They need to solve itong 1-3-1 defense na ini-employ right now nitong Quezon Huskers.
Pass inside, Destacamento scores, basket and 1.
And that's the way to do it. Move that ball around para gumalaw yung zona.
I know that it's still early, but eventually, as we go along the season, I'd like for you to evaluate the difference of Sarangani's offense at the half court. So just, keep it at the back of your mind, Coach Louie. Right now, it's King Destacamento at the line. In and out.
Sa akin kasi, if you're playing against a team that loves to shoot it from the outside, hindi ka pwedeng mag-relax. Kasi you know that they're gonna keep on finding that rhythm, okay, from the starting buzzer to the final buzzer. And what's make it hard na kalaban yung ganyang team na ganun yung brand ng game, pag maganda yung shooting day nila eh.
Exactly. And we've seen it tons of times already from Sarangani in the past couple of seasons.
And walang magiging komportabling kalamangan. Kasi the power of a three-pointer. And right now, okay, same situation, it happened. Ang maganda dito na mamagnet ni Ryan Suwal yung depensa.
Right.
It's the same manner na siya yung kumakat, na-attract niya yung defender from the side, which leaves yung front line open.
Marvin Hayes making the most out of the opportunity given to him. That's a lane violation. Not by Hayes. Apparently, it's by Husker.
Ayun na masakit.
Akala ko rin si Marvin I think it's Alvin Abunda called for it. And Coach Richie Tixon is not happy about it. As mentioned by Andrea, si Coach Richie ang tumatayong head coach for this game, with Coach Eric out for the meantime. Free throw converted by Marvin Hayes.
Oo, you know, back-to-back 3-point play for Sarangani. And they cut the lead of nitong Quezon to just 4.
20-16. 2.5 gone by in the second. Alvin Abundo trying to back down. There's the cutter, Gab Banal. What a game for him so far. He's up to 13 points. That's more than half of Quezon's output.
Oo, and you know, yung weak side movement ni Gab ang maganda eh.
Yun ang maganda sa MVP. Yung gumagalaw ng walang bola sa kamay niya. And on the leak out, Mark Alcala was fouled. That's Charles Caliano.
You know, it just shows yung smarts and basketball intelligence ni Gab Banal.
Two gimmies once again for Mark Alcala. First free throw is good. 2 points now for him.
Pero ang laki, nakita mo na kondisyon na eh. Because the first time I covered him play for Quezon, it was his first game.
Yeah. Last year.
And yeah, no, this itong
year.
season na to. Pero now, iba na agad yung itsura eh.
By the way, we just saw Jesse Saitanan and Will Gozum as Marvin Hayes just scored. If you missed it, Will Gozum is out for the rest of the season. Sayang yun talaga. Dahil undefeated ang Quezon ngayon eh. We were starting to build that conversation that they could be, you know, a possible contender for the title. Going up against the Giant Lanterns, the Knights of the MPBL. As this lucky fan of the game is brought to you by Buenas. Yan, yung mga Nueva Ecija. Those types of teams.
Tapos yung nangyari pa kay Will Gosum, we covered that game.
Yeah.
It was their first home game in Quezon versus Batangas. Oo.
It was just a mad scramble.
Oh, and dying seconds na yun eh.
Oh. Actually, if I remember it correctly, he was still able to pass the ball onto an easy layup in that sequence. As now there's a foul called on that handoff. And Coach John Carlos emphatically wants a challenge. He's one of the more animated coaches that we have in the MPBL. Such a joy to watch. And he has a wonderful nickname.
Oh, especially now. I think if you have this, kung meron ka ng mga ganitong klaseng materyales, talagang ma-excite ka talaga.
Oh, yes. And again, we still have the window ongoing for the MPBL. So more additions can happen as we go along. But now, we'll take a short break.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Oh, you saw the reaction of Master JK. Very much surprised at that unsuccessful challenge, but he now has accepted it. So it is a foul. Quezon will inbound from the side. Gabanal doing the honors. There's Simon Sadagon, one of the effort guys described to us by Andrea. RJ Minerva turning around and feeding. Gav Banal, a good look, short. Rebound Destacamento. 23-18, Horns play for Sarangani. He did mention, Coach Louis, no lead has been safe against them. The biggest lead so far is 10. Pass inside, that's a steal by Alvin Abundo.
Masyado naging unselfish.
A miss by Sandagon, rebound Suwal.
Caliano dun. And like this guy, every time he brings that ball down, ito nga si Ryan Suwal, you cannot give space. Kasi he can jack it up
Kahit gaano kalayo
kahit
pa yan.
gaano kalayo pa yan.
You basically play defense on him like he's Steph Curry.
Oo. Ang maganda pa doon kasi may green light eh.
Yes. Well, Coach John has always had that player in his lineup. Season 4, sino pa ba? Kit Jimenez. Season 5, Jeff Viernes. And now it's Ryan Sual. Sandagon follows with a putback. But that was off of a good feed by a teammate.
Yung bola lagi malapit yan sa masipag eh.
That's for sure. Ito masipag. Marvin Hayes turning around. Oh, nice fakes. Marvin Hayes. Sorry, miss. 2 free throws.
And you know, Marvin is really enjoying his time. He's dito sa Sarangani. On his very first game, yung minutes na nakukuha niya, sobrang haba na.
Well, that would be the same argument to J. Mark Malyari, Lars Sunga, Anthony White, and Joseph Celso. As Marvin Hayes converts on his first free throw, this guy, once upon a time, was a staple in the rotation of the Manila Stars, which reached the latter part of the North Division playoff picture. That was such a nice time because they had a bit of a rivalry against San Juan.
Oo.
Malyari on to Marvin Hayes. Hand off to Ryan Sual. Back up to Marvin. They lose time. There you go. Still able to release. And there's the putback by Lars Sunga.
And you know, ang laking bagay na itong si Lars Sunga sa kanila kasi usually ang combination na tria ni Coach John Callos every time he plays minsan si Kawamura, si Sual o kaya si Jomar Madayag. So Sunga being inserted sa team na to adds really height.
Yes.
Para sa team ng Sarangani.
By the way, that could be the same argument to Anthony White. He's also a sizable wing for them.
Kailangan lang siguro makapag-adapt si Anthony White na okay lang, tumira ka ng 3 points para hindi magagalit si coach.
Yes. There's Mr. Anthony White, who, by the way, also took some time off of basketball before he went to the Philippines. He had to work to provide for himself. Nakwento ko dati na naging security guard ng isang casino sa US in Las Vegas. And then he eventually got to the Philippines to play for Marikina. As Jodel Fuentes misfires, and we're back with Ryan Sual. Oh, good help by LJ Gonzalez.
Oh, what can you ask for if your best point guard will always die for that basketball every time may opportunity.
Hawaan na lang yan.
Hawahan na lang yan.
Now, this is another guy who is known for his effort. Jason Opiso back in. He started this game. So it's him and Minerva once more at the 4 and 5.
And they show so much good attitude kasi itong sila Jason Opiso, just galing sila sa teams na alam mo they were the stars.
Yes.
Pero nung napunta sila sa team na maraming superstars, they were able to work their way up. Nakakuha sila na-earn nila yung trust ng mga coaches na para mabigyan sila ng mahahabang minuto, not just short minutes, long minutes.
Well, it actually is quite easy for the coaches to give trust to them because they have proved themselves already in other teams. As for Jason Opiso, I did mention he is happy, but he has more to show us for the rest of his campaign. As J. Mark Malyari fires and misses, and we're back with Quezon running.
And yung style ng game ni Jason Opiso, ito yung mga kailangan mo dito sa liga natin eh.
Meron nga siyang nickname na nanggaling kay Coach Eric Gonzalez as J. Mark Malyari scores. And by the way, Sarangani now has taken the lead against Quezon 26-25.
Oo, nagkukwentuhan lang tayo. Biglang lamang na pala itong Sarangani ng 1 point.
This proves your point that no lead is safe no matter how short the time is against the Marlins. This fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. More of our conversations later on because now it's the emergency button for the Huskers, down by 1. Next 3 games for Quezon. June 25, Iloilo. July 3 at Binyan inside the Alonte Sports Arena. And then July 9 versus Quezon City. That July 3 game would be very interesting.
Oo, and ito na yung stretch natin na sa akin mas importante kasi mga teams, there's an urgency already to get more wins. Pero yung magtatapat na yung mga big teams natin unti-unti.
Ayan naman ang inihanda sa atin ng ating Head of Basketball Operations, Emer Oreta. Big shout out to him for his service sa liga ng bawat Pilipino. Everyday present yan si Boss Emer. Kasama si Commissioner Kenneth Durendes, Head of Security Rudy Distrito as well. Today we are coming to you live from the Paco Arena in Manila, and the scoring in this quarter has belonged to Sarangani.
Oh, tides has changed. Alam mo yun, sa akin kasi malaking bagay yung it was Sarangani sa game in terms of pace. Ang nangyayari nitong second quarter, parang bumalik yung gamble ng Quezon na nag-turn into a zone defense.
Yes. Well, sa lagay na yan, Coach Louie, it hasn't been raining in Manila. We've only seen 3 3-pointers so far and 2 coming from Coach Richie Tixon's team. So this is not yet the full Sarangani team potential that we know of.
And you know why? The impact of Marvin Hayes.
There you go.
Nagkaroon ng inside presence ngayon tong Sarangani. And he's being active. Di ba? Grabe yung activity na ginagawa niya sa loob.
You can see this lineup right now. This 5 for Coach John Calios. It is potent. You have Destacamento, Malyari, Hayes, Suwal, and Kawamura. 27-26 off of the free throws for Quezon Province. J. Mark Malyari, 2-man game against LJ Gonzalez. Malyari zigzagging. Destacamento bounces onto Marvin. 6 on the shot clock. The veteran operating and feeding. Destacamento off the glass.
Yan
no
ang
good.
sinasabi nating lakas ni Marvin Hayes.
Marvin Hayes, yes sir.
Up against 3 white shirts. Then asking for a foul pa.
8 points in this game for Marvin Hayes on his debut for Sarangani.
He's back.
Man, I hope he continues to shine like this. Jodel Fuentes to answer back. Yes. Before
Actually,
this game.
At the moment, he really has a lot right now because he's not been playing yung ganitong mahabang minutes for a long time.
Yeah, this is Marvin Hayes, right?
Oh, it's Marvin Hayes na talagang buong-buo right now. Wala siyang ginagawa kundi magpalakas lang.
Well, I was about to say, as Kawamura misfires, before this game, I asked J. Mark Malyari, among all of your teammates, as LJ Gonzalez just soared high for that highlight.
And you know that guy, when his team needs to score, pag may calling, he's there to answer.
Yeah. I was building up Marvin Hayes, but now we have to build up this guy once more because this was just so beautiful from LJ Gonzalez. What a way for you to answer back and build once again an advantage. It is 31-28 in favor of the Quezon Huskers. We're back inside the Paco Arena in Manila, where we have seen a couple of stars shining for Quezon and Sarangani respectively. Gab Manal leads the way with 13 points. Sarangani actually got the lead for quite a while, but LJ Gonzalez was the answer, among others, for the Quezon Huskers. On the other end, we've been raving about Marvin Hayes. As we take a look at our VIPs, J. Mark Malyari said that among all of his teammates, he would want their leader to shine. So it could reflect his overall impact that starts with his leadership for the Marlins. Here he is. Marvin Hayes in trouble. That's a traveling violation.
And you know, ang pinakamaganda doon is, yan, right now, acknowledging yung mistake. this is what Marvin will bring to the table nitong Sarangani Marlins na to. And you talk about energy because that's one thing na parang kulang sa kanila dun sa mga previous games nila eh. Now when they're making it out from when it's raining trees, maganda yung shooting day ni Ryan Suwal, nila Galang, okay sila.
Yeah.
Pero once na kailangan na nilang inside presence, once na nag-spread out na yung depensa, parang doon ako nakukulangan kasi itong si both Destacamento and Coy Alves, ang strength naman talaga nila is weak side. From
Yes.
the weak side, getting those offensive rebounds, alam mo yung biglang cut inside.
So they're showing us a new identity for this game. And maybe in the next games, they could combine the two identities.
Oo naman.
And it could be the best of both worlds for Sarangani, as it is a shot clock violation for them off of that miss by King Destacamento. Well, that wasn't weak side action for him. And he certainly could be more comfortable in the interior.
And ang siguro isang adjustment pa kasi madalas it's Ryan Suwal bringing the ball down.
At magnet siya.
Oo.
Lumuluwag.
Tapos na, once na give up niya, there, he will find his spot. Pero dito ngayon kasi may J. Mark Malyari, lagi nakadikit na lang sa kanya yung tao niya. Like, ganitong madalas ang instance.
Oh, what a move by Ryan Suwal. Shoving off his defender, and he would tie the ball game up at halftime. Master JK is ecstatic about it.
And yeah, every time itong si Ryan Suwal holds that basketball, kailangan ready talaga kayo. Kasi he's always ready to shoot.
That's against the defense of LJ Gonzalez with all the confidence in the world. Ryan Suwal just converted the second three-pointer of Sarangani in this game. That's his first in this matchup. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Back here at the Paco Arena for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Andrea Endicio, and right now we will be having our halftime interview together with Sir John Cabarubias, one of the sponsors of the Sarangani Marlins, and the assistant coach Jeric Teng, one of the assistant coaches of the Quezon Huskers. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me here at the half. Unahin ko na munang kausapin itong si Sir John. Sir John, obviously marami-rami din pong players ang dinagdag sa inyong team. So as a team sponsor, ano po bang masasabi ninyo dito sa bagong komposisyon ng inyong Sarangani Marlins?
Sa ngayon, mas masaya ako sa team namin. Medyo mas malakas kami ng konti. Pero kailangan mas mag-focus kami sa teamwork para mas makuha namin yung goal namin. Maski makapasok man lang kami sa playoffs.
At maganda-ganda po ang nagiging resulta given na meron tayong tight ball game against the Quezon Huskers. Meron po ba kayong gustong batiin o pasalamatan, Sir John?
Yes, una papasalamat kami kay Boss Manny Boss Senator Manny Pacquiao, sa Monkey Mike, Luca Dog and Cat Food, Jacob Hats and Caps, Pinenco, Viras Barbershop, Red Dynasty, Viton Enterprise, and syempre babatiin ko yung wife ko si Cristel, and yung anak ko si Jacob and Toby nanonood ngayon sa bahay, and sa Calyos family, and Coach Andrew and Joshua Inocentes, namimiss na namin kayo. Let's go.
Alright, thank you so much. Dumako naman tayo sa aking kanan, Assistant Coach. Coach, alam naman po natin na starting strong is always the goal of the team when it comes to a ball game. At in this ball game, the game is pretty close and there was even a time na lumamang ang kalaban. So ano po ba ang nangyari sa team? Can you walk us through kung anong nangyari noong first half?
Obviously, this is not how we planned to start the game. The coaching staff had a great game plan against Sarangani. Siguro yung first half, medyo relax yung players and we committed a lot of defensive lapses that pati offensive rebounding, we need to work on those.
Well, meron pa naman po tayong second half for the adjustments para dito sa Quezon Huskers. Meron po ba kayong gustong batiin o pasalamatan, Coach?
Of course, binabati ko po yung team owners namin, sila Governor Dr. Helen Tan, Congressman Attorney Mike Tan, Boss RD, si Doc Kim, Doc Kate, Mayor Ralph, si Kobe, ayun, at saka sa lahat mga sumusuporta sa Quezon Huskers, sana tuloy-tuloy na kami panoorin at suportahan. We will do our very best to win every game. And yun lang po, let's enjoy the game.
Alright, thank you so much. And that's it for our halftime interview. Don't go away, magbabalik pa rin po ang MPBL.
We are at halftime for Quezon versus Sarangani. Deadlock at 31. That is the tally after Sarangani trailed by as many as 10 points in this game. We raved about the arrival of Marvin Hayes. Ryan Sual also made 2 3-pointers in the first half, including the last shot that gave us this tied score. But we're seeing highlights of Gab Banal. He did start off very well, especially in the first quarter. He already reached double figures. What else happened, Coach Louie?
You know, both teams are shooting very well from the floor. Itong Quezon because of that 14 assists, 58%. Ito namang Sarangani 11 out of 17 dahil dun sa magandang zone breaker execution nila. Shooting at 64%. Pero na ito nakikita natin, yung parehong strength nila, hindi pa sila masyado successful. Itong Quezon just 15%. Ito namang Sarangani at 14. And you know, it's starting to be a battle between systems. Ang magandang nakikita ko right now, both teams are going to their execution, not relying on their individual talents. Pero focusing on Sarangani, yung impact ng kanilang mga bagong players, talagang nararamdaman na agad natin.
Bago po sina Marvin Hayes, Lars Shunga, Anthony White, Joseph Celso, and J. Mark Malyari. Hayes has 8 points to follow. Ryan Sual's 9. Malyari has been fantastic as a point guard for them, making Ryan Sual's life so much easier in bringing down that basketball and opening up the court as well. Let's see if this could continue the upward trajectory for Coach John Calios for the rest of their campaign. You did argue as we showed our team standings. Sarangani is just 2 games behind Iloilo for that 8th spot in the South Division playoffs.
Oo, and you know, kaya nga ang saya-saya ko dito sa right now. Nandito tayo sa middle ng ating trading period. Makita mo talaga yung mga teams na na-figure out na nila kung sino at ano yung kailangan nilang kunin ng mga players para matulungan yung campaign nila.
It's like the perfect timing for the window to happen in the MPBL. By the way, I just realized this could be a preview of the first round of the South Division playoffs.
Oo, can be. And you know, yung tinatakbo ng Sarangani right now, remember, they're facing a team na wala pang talo.
Yep.
And they are competing.
Now that reminds me, as Lars Sunga scores inside, Sarangani last year gave the first loss of our defending champions, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, the 50-point game for Jeff Viernes that happened actually coincidentally in Quezon Province.
Oh.
So will that be the storyline again today? Quezon Province certainly has something to say about that. Deadlock at 33. 4 points for RJ Minerva.
And you know, they started with this 5 na nagbigay sa kanila ng comfortable na kalamangan itong Quezon Huskers.
They have 15 assists as of this moment. Remember, in the first quarter alone, 60% of those dimes came in that frame. But now there was a miss, a sorry miss for Quezon. And on the counter, it's J. Mark Malyari who misfires. LJ Gonzalez trying to be the answer once again. They swing the ball. Gab Banal up top. Didn't use the screen. Drive and feed. Ooh, LJ stepped out of bounds. But we did describe that in the first half. It's vice versa in terms of one player creating for the other. Banal and Gonzalez. Ryan Sual. Lars Sunga. J. Mark Malyari, screened by King Destacamento. Sunga drives.
Good pass.
8 on the shot clock. Malyari doesn't get the bounce. Sa kabila tayo. LJ Gonzalez. Gab Banal. Cross court. Jason Opiso. Nice feed. Easy jumper.
Yeah, favorite spot.
Gab Banal is just so useful as a playmaker. Simon Sandagon told me na kapag kasama mo si Gab Banal on the floor, you always have to be ready for whatever pass that may come from him.
Oo. Yung selfishness ayun ang maganda. And, like in that last pass to Jason Opiso, nakikita niya kung nasaan yung location ng depensa.
Minsan nga mas hindi pa ready yung recipient Pero maganda na yung pasa. We're seeing numbers now for Sarangani. 4-on-3. Ryan Sual from downtown.
Like how he ended our first half.
That's his third three-pointer in this game.
At ito yung maganda. Hindi naapektuhan yung performance ni Ryan Sual. He was able to maintain yung style of game niya even if magkaroon sila ng maraming additional sa team nila.
Naging complementary lang.
Oo, ayun.
J.
I
Mark
think
Balyari.
that's the word.
You know, Jojo Cunanan actually messaged me at halftime saying that he's very happy alongside Sir Monching Talisayan with the emergence of their former players here in Sarangani. As this three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. I asked him, bakit kaya napili ng players nila yung Sarangani na paglipatan? And he said, it just provides them a good opportunity to play. And now it makes sense because they fit in the system. They fit with the current stars of Sarangani as well. And we don't know if this might actually be the perfect formula for them to start rising up in the standings.
Oo, and sa akin naman ay salute yung organization na ni Boss Monching nila Kunana na yung unselfishness nila. And again, yung kung ano yung makakabuti dun sa mga athletes nila, hindi nila ipagkakait.
You know how supportive they are? The whole Binyan team is actually watching right now just to see how their former teammates are doing. As Sopiso misfired. And here's Mayor Mark Alcala who's fouled inside. This could be a dogfight.
Oo.
What a first game for us in our MPBL Thursday. If you're near the Paco Arena watching us live right now, do join us. I have to say, because we cover volleyball games in this venue, this is already looking packed. Marami-rami na yung tao ngayon sa loob ng ating arena.
Oo, and we're playing in a neutral one.
Yeah.
I think yung mga supporters rin kasi ng mga teams natin right now, talagang parami na lang eh.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. I hope the people would stay though up until the last game. After this, we have Imus and Bicolandia. That could be good. Two very hungry teams. And then our last game is Zamboanga versus Rizal. 38-37. Ryan Sual. They go down low. Nice seal by Lars Sunga. Sorry miss though.
Sorry miss.
He did have the mismatch against LJ Gonzalez, who now has the leather. Gonzalez, the answer.
Favorite move.
40-37.
Oh, and you know, that can be his nickname here. How many times already in this season na naging reason ng win itong si LJ Gonzalez for the Huskers.
Right. He's been the answer for them.
And yung mga importanteng possessions, halos involved siya.
Now I'm starting to think. Allen Iverson is the other answer, known in the whole wide world. If you compare their games, could there actually be an argument that they belong, you know, in that conversation? Of course, AI is so much better. But we could still give that respect to LJ Gonzalez, as it is a shot clock violation for Sarangani.
Oo naman, kasi sa akin yung role niya dito sa team na to eh. And hindi naman, no doubt that every time, crunch time, every time they need a point, they put the ball in LJ's hand.
Yeah.
Hindi naman ma-matter kung if he's the one taking the shot, pero ang maganda doon, yung point of attack sa kanya nang gagaling.
I like that you're saying that now in a definite manner, because at the start of the season, I did have that curiosity on the guy who would have the ball at the last seconds, because they do have Judel Fuentes and they also have Gab Banal. Those are all very capable for the Quezon Huskers. But that in itself is the argument that as the season goes along, they do have them as options. Down in the clutch.
Naging again, you mentioned the word again. I'm gonna mention it again, yung complementary.
Yes.
Mas naging mas nakakatakot pa nga sila kalaban pag if you have a guy like LJ tapos he's playing alongside a Jodel Fuentes and a Gabanal.
Yes. Well, now they would have to provide a lot of good things for their squad as Sarangani continues to be on their tail. Only down by 2. Koy Alves is at the stripe. 5 points so far for him.
And Megan Galang got inserted as well. Ito pa isa pang sniper ni Coach John Calios.
Basically, when Ryan Sual was on the bench, he would be on the court to play the role of Ryan Sual.
Oo.
Ito si Megan Galang. 40-39. 4 minutes and 20 remaining in the third. LJ Gonzalez. Caliano back up against him. LJ showing us the moves. 10 on the shot clock. They swing it over to Domark Matiliano. Nice push off by Gonzalez. No basket. There's the effort. Sorry miss. Ball tapped away in favor of Quezon. I'm getting some messages here from Boss Bong Ora, who's watching right now with the Aquaman, Paulo Hubalde, who's now with Val City alongside Congressman Eric Martinez. He's giving us some teasers as to who their new recruits are for the rest of the season. Pero I'm gonna leave it at that first. Konting pabitin muna tayo, Boss Bong. Although I'm very happy for your squad. There is a foul. It's on Megan Galang. Alam mo, mas lalo tuloy ako na-excite sa mga rotation players natin sa ating liga. But now, let's be excited for this Andrea Indicio report.
Coach John Calios talked about his current additions at kung bakit nga ba sila ang mga piyesa na kinuha niya for this Sarangani team. He got Hayes for leadership, White, Malyari, Celso, and Sunga for additional firepower at lahat daw ng mga ito malaki ang ambag sa stability ng team. Although 3 training pa lang daw silang magkakasama with their new additions, Coach John is confident that he made the right choice. In his own words nga, kaabang-abang na yung team namin ngayon and we'll show that today against an undefeated team. Looks like tinutupad ng kanyang mga players ang sinabi niya kanina. Right, Mix and Coach Louie?
Well, now they're down by 5 points. This is very manageable, especially for a very unpredictable squad. Although we did see an answer from Domark Matiliano. And here's the answer on the other end, Megan Galang.
3 practice pa lang ba itong Sarangani? Parang matagal na itong magkakasama. Then the way they're playing, there's chemistry right away. Ito yung minsan nakikita mo na bago pa lang magkasama pero shows a lot of promise and nag-click agad.
Yeah, and that's what makes them a must-watch team. Back-to-back 3-pointers from Megan Galang. The Ryan Sual of Sarangani when Ryan is on the bench. You know what would be good, as there was a foul on the other end? If Megan Galang can continue to rise up onto a level kung saan hindi na natin siya mati-describe as like another Ryan Sual.
Oo.
He could be his own Megan Galang established in the MPBL. How about the confidence of this young man?
Oh, he just got inserted. Did not take him that much time to warm himself up. Automatic na talaga eh. Na alam niya na kung ano yung gagawin ko eh. And you know it happened na nagte-threat na itong Quezon na mag-break away sa larong ito.
Matiliano able to convert on his free throw. Once upon a time, he was the leading scorer of the MPBL when he was playing for Muntinlupa. He also was up there when he was playing for Bacolod City. But of course, now with a deeper roster alongside him, his numbers have normalized. Koy Alves is one of his former teammates. This is Marvin Hayes. Asking for it again. Good defense by Sandagon. 8 on the shot clock. Marvin. That's a steal by Alvin Abundo. One-on-one action.
Ganda na anticipation ni Alvin doon.
Nice pass. Matiliano for 3. Once upon a time, the Iceman or the marked man, Domark Matiliano, was the 3-point king of the MPBL.
Oo, and sa mga ganyang sitwasyon, especially after draining yung first baskets nila, yung unang shoot nila dito sa laro is just open up things for them. Alam mo yun, ganun ka-relax na agad yan si Domark Matiliano.
Next 3 games for Sarangani would be Bicol, Quezon City, and Val City. Kaya naman pala nanonood ngayon ng buong koponan ng Valenzuela Classic. Well, they're gonna have to watch out for that man. Master JK himself, John Calios, with a couple of good recruits. And again, the window is not yet over, so you never know who else might be included for the rest of the MPBL season. I asked Sedat this last night. Who do you think is that player, that one player who is the biggest recruit so far in our window? And I could give you time, Coach Louis, to evaluate. He has a list right now, a very long list on his hands. As Kawamura was fouled.
Yes, sa akin siguro yung Marquis going to Abra.
Okay.
That's big.
Pareho kayo.
Oo.
East and Delta sagot. May I see the list? As Kawamura proceeds to the line. Oh, it's actually 2 pages. Wow! Ang haba nito. And again, we have a couple of days remaining for the window. Yeah, I'm gonna need more time to review this. Let's just focus on the game first. Kawamura, 5 points, 2 rebounds per game. 38% free throw shooting. That percentage is not ideal, by the way. Abundo forward pass to Judel Fuentes. Nice fake. There's the feed. Sandagon, great patience.
Again, that's maturity for Simon. Sa akin kasi, I was able to cover that Tuesday game of Negros. They were able to get magagandang recruits din. Kaya malalaki yung bigs eh. Nandun na si John Gabriel. Alam mo, malaki yung may tutulong sa campaign nila.
Good for them. Good for Coach Bonnie. And good for Sarangani that they got a foul in that previous sequence. Charles Galliano will now proceed to the line. Actually, what's interesting in the window this time around is the fact that we have trades happening. Hindi na siya yung release and sign lang. Okay, the list right now is official, Coach Louis. Tama ba?
I think so, yeah.
So we can announce this?
I think it's best that kasi baka mamaya kulang pa yung addition eh.
Okay, ayaw muna natin.
Oo, na mas that makes it more exciting na pag once na complete na nila yung rosters nila.
Yeah.
Then let's see kung ano yung magiging impact nung mga current changes dun sa mga different teams.
Let's wait for the MPBL social media team to announce it for us. As now there is a foul called. I saw a big name, Coach Louis. It could be interesting as we go along. This is another big name, at least for the MPBL. Marvin Hayes has certainly proved his worth so far. Let's see his numbers. Marvin Hayes, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 75% shooting after that conversion. And again, we'd like to congratulate his daughter, Rihanna. Yes, that is the name, Rihanna, for graduating senior high yesterday. Kaya wala daw si Daddy Marvin sa practice ng Sarangani.
Daddy Marvin sa practice. And sa akin kasi lagi kami nakikita ni Marvin. He just lives at the back of Jose Rizal University.
Oh, okay.
Oo,
Pwede mo pala siya maging assistant coach.
Oo, lagi kami nakikita niyan doon.
So you've met Rihanna?
Yeah, both yung mga kids niya nakita ko na. And yung youngest niya actually, yung lalaki, gusto na nga mag-start mag-basketball din.
Akala ko gusto ka gawing ninong.
Ayan. yung girl niya nagsuswimming.
Okay. How about that? An athletic family for Marvin Hayes. The ball was tapped out of bounds, but apparently there was a foul called as well. So Simon Sandagon is at the stripe. The first free throw is good.
But the game is still close, huh?
I actually expected to go close all the way with the way Sarangani has been playing.
Ayun ang maganda. Pumasok tayo sa game na to thinking yung former team ng Sarangani and the way Quezon is playing right now. Pero iba yung ipinakita sa atin eh. Grabe performance nitong Sarangani right now.
Last second. Charles Galiano almost made that three-pointer. And so it's going to be a 5-point game after 13 minutes of play. Even though Sarangani has given us a lot of bright moments in this matchup, Quezon continues to have the responses.
Again, must stay. If you talk about stability, if you talk about composure, you know, etong Quezon will just play it consistently. Team game, team plays, team culture.
This third quarter score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Ryan Sual versus Zamboanga had 12 points in the fourth quarter. Total of 18 for him. The shooting, not too friendly in terms of percentage. But then again, with the difficulty that he has had to experience in the past couple of matches because of his level of responsibility, you would be happy as things have already changed for them this time around.
And you know, yung contribution ni Ryan, it happens dun sa mga crucial moments nitong game na to. Kasi hindi niya naipasok yung mga ganyang tira, hindi niya lang naipasok yung 3 points niya. Yung sitwasyon pa na kung kailan niya na-convert yung mga 3-pointers na yun, it gave them more energy and more life.
He's gonna have to come alive once again because they're still down by 5. You're seeing our quarter scoring. There's a difference, Coach Lou.
Quezon started really hot. 19 points in the first night, and only limiting Sarangani to 9. Then it was Sarangani's turn in the second quarter. Ngayon, itong third quarter, 22 points for Quezon, 17 naman for Sarangani na expected natin with the way the game is going, it will go down the wire.
Yes, we would gladly take it, and this is the perfect example as to what we have been saying. Never count out even the teams with losing records. You never know what will change for them as the season goes along.
And you know, Sarangani, when they played the Manila SB squad, sans Greg Slaughter pa in Orion, I covered that game. They gave Manila a run for their money. Up to the final moments ng game na yon, dun lang talaga na-decide.
By the way, we do thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Louie Gonzalez and Andrea Edisho, if you're wondering. And as we continue, Judel Fuentes feeds. The marked man will miss from downtown. And we go to the other end. Charles Galiano. Kawamura on to Marvin Hayes. A minute gone by in the fourth. Destacamento. On to the left, Megan Galang. Where will they go? 5 seconds. Marvin Hayes knows about it. He drives. That's a foul. Basket and one for Marvin Hayes.
And again, that's one thing really missing. Yung ganyang klaseng laro kasi hindi na masyado na ibibigay ni Coy Alves sa ni King Destacamento yung mga ganyang sitwasyon eh.
Yeah.
Diba? Madalas sila galing sa offensive rebound or galing sa cut. ipapasa sa kanila yung bola, then they will convert yung sa mga jumpers or layups. Pero unlike nung nadi-deliver ni Marvin Hayes na na style of play sa kanila right now, ang laking bagay.
53-52. Hayes just missed on his free throw. Back with Jason Opiso, working with Jodel Fuentes. Jodel steps back. No good. Battle for the rebound. Great effort by Opiso. Same goes for Marvin Hayes.
Struggle pa rin si Jodel in this ball game.
Let's see his field goal shooting. Fuentes came off the bench.
He's 0 out of 4, I think.
He's now 2 out of 8.
2 out of 8.
Ever since that start. Marvin Hayes driving kick or posted kick. And there is Destacamento who misfires. By the way, King Destacamento hasn't shied away from those three-pointers. Another miss by Megan Galang. And Coach John Calios had to make his point heard of one of our referees. We're seeing this highlight for Simon Sandagon. And now we're going to see our lucky fans of the game. Brought to you by Buenas. LJ Gonzalez. Oh, he's left wide open. Short. Rebound Destacamento. Destacamento has 11 rebounds in this game.
Ang maganda pa dito is they're doing this na habang nagpapahinga po to sila Ryan Sual, si Malyari, itong Sarangani, and Lars Sunga about to enter sa next dead ball.
That's big kudos to Calyano, Kawamura, and Galang as Marvin Hayes is unable to score. Takbo sa kabila. Fuentes, nice feed. Jason Opiso for 2. A while ago, I was about to say that he has a nickname from Coach Eric Gonzalez, and that is, he is the battery of the Quezon Huskers. That's his role coming off the bench. Well, that is certainly a fitting description for Mr. Opiso as described by Andrea. Energy guy nga siya, alongside Simon Sandagon and LJ Gonzalez.
Kasi talagang spark. Ito yung dinideliver niya na when things gets rough, when things doesn't go their way, biglang magdi-deliver to si Jason Opiso na napakadali, na napakasimpleng sitwasyon na magiging advantage nila.
55-52, LJ is fouled. 2 free throws. This is usually the quarter where LJ Gonzalez would just take over. Would be the answer for Quezon moving forward. 2 subs, Koy Alves and J. Mark Malyari. Come to think of it, that three-headed monster at the bigs is interesting. Hayes, Alves, Destacamento.
Oo.
Balanse ang minuto ng mga yan.
Tsaka just yung kailangan mong rotation lang. Kasi usually, especially sa ganitong level, you don't rotate that much.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Alvin Abundo now checks in for LJ Gonzalez. Well, we won't be surprised if that guy would return later on. 6.5 minutes to go. LJ has 6 across the board. 6 across the board on his stats. 57-52, Ryan Sual.
But mas mabigat lang talaga doon yung 6 points, 6 rebounds and 6 assists.
Yeah. Marvin Hayes for 3. Yes! Welcome back, Marvin Hayes.
Sarangani only down by 2.
Marvin Hayes has 14 points, by the way, to lead all scorers in this game. Cabanal to answer back. No good. Marvin Hayes says, slow down, J-Mark. There's Kuya Marvin. They're trying to execute, down by 2. Malyari, 10 on the shot clock. Hayes asking for it. Good switch on the defense by Quezon. Malyari fades, short. Rebound to Minerva, and that's an easy call. A foul on Marvin Hayes.
Oo. Yeah, and they weren't able to capitalize on Marvin Hayes' mismatch down low.
Well, it was good recognition by Quezon as well to switch back quickly. (57-55), 5.5 minutes remaining. Alvin Abundo. Off of the horns play. Watch out for Jadel. Here he is. Fuentes. There's the bounce. Minerva, no look feed. Opiso for 3. Too strong. Oh, great effort by Gabanal. 2 free throws.
And again, it doesn't stop there. Itong yung activity ni Lars Sunga and Gabanal down low. Si Lars kasi sumuko na dun sa pag-box out eh. After the shot is missed eh. And you don't do that here.
And Sunga is supposed to be that sizable 3 who's capable of rebounding for them. He's actually the perfect matchup against Gabanal. Kung wala siya dito, it could be a big problem for Sarangani.
Oh, siguro iba yung istorya talaga nitong larong ito.
Gabanal has tied Marvin Hayes as the leading scorer in this game with 14. But again, most of his points came in the first frame.
11 points to be exact. First 11 points nitong Quezon came from Gabanal.
59-55. Malyari looking for Sual, hounded by Alvin Abundo. Ryan, where will he go? 11 on the shot clock. Switch. Sual. Off of the screen, he fires and scores off the glass and in. Gino Jumawas is happy.
Oo naman. Who wouldn't?
Ryan Sual has 15 points and he is now the game's leading scorer. There's another foul called. Coach John Calios is fired up. But this was the three-pointer by Ryan Sual. That's all the space that he needed. Coach Gino Manansala must be very happy for his young man. He would be the star for St. Clair moving forward.
Oo naman. And actually, I played against them. Nagkaroon kami ng practice game. It was him and Estacio of Marikina. That's been the heart and soul of that St. Clair team right now.
So in St. Clair, in a game of St. Clair, how many three-pointers does he shoot?
Siguro mga tatlo, two steps after the half court.
Sorry, you're talking about the distance.
Oo, in distance.
So malayo na.
Malayo na,
pumapasok
pa rin. Kaya nga yung mga players ko noon, sabi ko, hindi nyo pwedeng iwan.
I'm talking about the number of attempts that he has.
Sa akin kasi mas efficient sa doon eh.
Okay, so kahit maka 20 pa siya, okay lang ganun?
Hindi, doon konti lang nga eh. Hindi
talaga?
Pero he gets better looks.
Okay, good for him. 59-58. LJ Gonzalez is back, by the way.
Yeah, kasi ang laki rin kasi talaga nung import nila eh. Around 6'10", 6'11".
Wow. May rebounder siya. As J. Mark Malyari just scored. Sarangani has regained the lead, 60-59. Can they repeat what they did against Nueva Ecija last year? Quezon is still undefeated as of this moment. Gabanal for 3. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and this is the time na mag-show up sila. And LJ Gonzalez got inserted back. Itong Simon si Sandagon, may i-re-insert na rin. So, ito na yung mga finishers ng Quezon
final
Huskers.
lineups. Marvin Hayes needs a teammate. 5 on the shot clock. Sual, hounded. That's a steal. And this is going to be a breakaway. LJ Gonzalez all the way. There's a man down. It's RJ Minerva.
RJ Minerva still down.
Did you see what happened to him?
Yung contact nilang dalawa ni Marvin Hayes.
Let's see. Oh, he's actually with the other guy.
J. Mark Malyari, was it?
Yeah.
Or with Ryan Sual?
Ryan Sual. J. Mark was the one who tried to chase LJ Gonzalez to no avail. And there you go, LJ again with another answer alongside Gabanal, 64-60. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game, just like the Avinis, do more and achieve more with a muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avinis, oras na para magmotor. The Quezon Huskers have their backs against the wall as they're pressured by Marvin Hayes and the rest of the Sarangani Marlins. Quezon's undefeated record is at stake against Sarangani, which is at 3-10. But now we have a report coming from Andrea Indicio.
Marvin Hayes expressed his gratitude and excitement that he got the opportunity to lead this young Sarangani Marlins. In terms of leadership, ang unang-una niya raw na tinuturo sa team, it is the art of not being intimidated. Ipinapaintindi niya sa kanila na kahit sino pa ang kalaban, may pangalan o hindi, may talo o wala. The moment you step inside the court, pare-pareho lang kayong nagtatrabaho. Iisa lang ang goal ng lahat, which is to provide food for their family. So at the end of the day, equal footing pa rin. Walang angat, walang nakakababa. For him, intimidation is like poison. It corrupts your mindset and it reflects on your performance. Back to you guys.
There you have it. Tapang lang mula kay Marvin Hayes, and a lot of practicality coming from the leader himself. The father himself as well.
Exactly. You just need to overcome, especially with the young ones, is overcoming yung fear. And tapos nun, mag-relax ka na, it's fine. You just have to do what you do best. Ibigay mo yung best mo. Tapos nun, makikita mo na lang, makakapag-compete ka na lang.
Actually, he's the first veteran that they've had all season long. Before him, it was Gino Jumawas. Marvin pounding his way through. He was fouled, and Quezon wants a challenge. Coach Richie Tixon asking for it immediately.
Now they're claiming that it was a clean stand from RJ Minerva. Pero ang hirap kasi niyan kahit kung konting tilt lang yung kamay mo,
Foul na yun.
foul na eh.
It's such a discipline, just keeping your hands up high. All right, we'll let the referees decide. We'll take a short break.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Call on the floor stays. Foul on the...
Challenge unsuccessful for Coach Richie Tixon and the rest of the Quezon Huskers. Well, Coach Ruby did describe it to us. It's quite hard to, keep yourself at a still position trying to challenge like this. Bumababa.
Yeah.
Ayun.
So you talk about player cylinder. Even if that hands is high up there, pero yung cylinder, pag na-invade mo yung cylinder ng offensive player, that's gonna be an automatic foul.
Marvin Hayes is at the stripe. First free throw is good. Bouncing in for him. 15 points for Marvin Hayes. He has resurrected in the MPBL. And this is what J. Mark Malyari was trying to tell us. This is what Marvin Hayes can do as a leader. Also perform, put up the stats on the board. Gabanal. Minerva, nice feed. Sorry miss for Sandagon, and good tap by Marvin Hayes.
Again, you talk about yung nabigyan uli ng opportunity. Okay, right now, Marvin Hayes is really enjoying it.
One possession game, Ryan Sawal. Watch out for that three-pointer. There you go. Just short for Ryan Sawal.
Good line pa rin, no?
Gonzalez, yep, there was a bump. He was so fast. Oh, Hayes might have gotten hit on his knee.
on that fall, no?
You know, I can't help but remember Will Gozum. Because we didn't expect that it was that bad already. He got hit and, you know, tore everything on his knee. Gozum, by the way, continues to be with the squad. Every time they have their training sessions, he has his rehab. Ayun, natamaan ng bahagya. But Marvin Hayes is okay. LJ Gonzalez misfires on his first free throw.
This is going to be a crucial one to make it two-possession ball game.
Gonzalez, by the way, is the 5th most fouled player in the MPBL. Rightfully so. 4 fouls received per game. He has 9 points. But you did mention, Coach Louie, it's everything else that have been more impactful for LJ. 6 rebounds and 6 dimes. 65-61. J. Mark Malyari. Coy Alves. Marvin Hayes. He attacks as these last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. That was a good defensive stop for Quezon.
Ito naman yung magiging issue mo ngayon of yung chemistry. It's not na wala silang inararan. It's just at the moment, masyadong bata pa yung magkakasama sila.
Yeah.
They're very young being together.
Well, it's been a week. I remember you telling me that it takes months.
Some
for
takes
you
years.
to gel well. Grabe yung taon. Ang hirap dun. LJ Gonzalez, he has been very much accumulated with this Quezon program. Nakatulong din kasi na may PSL sila together.
So imagine this team has been preparing right after we ended the season last year.
Yeah.
So hindi na nagpahinga ito. Diba? Hindi na nagpahinga itong Quezon Huskers na team.
65-61. They are actually the defending champions of the PSL, for everybody's information, if you don't know yet.
Yeah, that's 2 missed free throws.
65-61. Malyari dancing, pushing off his defender, and he scores. He's also trying to resurrect in the MPBL after giving us a couple of good games with Imus and Manila before. Gonzalez drives. There's the feed. Matiliano. That is good. A 3-pointer for the Iceman.
And kanino galing yung pasa?
LJ Gonzalez. 68-63. 80 seconds to go. Where will the answer come from? Marvin Hayes. Ryan Suwal for 3. Yes, sir! Boy, what a performance by Sarangani. 18 points for Ryan.
Alam mo, they battling it out toe-to-toe against the Quezon Huskers na wala pang talo.
Let's see that 3-pointer by Ryan Suwal. This is his 5th in this game out of 11 tries. That is actually a nice percentage for him. Judel Fuentes, Simon Sandagon. On to Domart Matiliano. 8 on the shot clock.
Good defense. Good defense.
5 seconds. It's Minerva. 2 seconds. Matiliano. No good. Ball tap. And that is off of the Quezon Huskers. Sarangani is down by 2 with 45 seconds remaining.
Yeah, 2 timeouts left for Quezon, 1 for Sarangani.
Let's see this play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Drive and kick for LJ Gonzalez, finding Domark Matiliano, who 2 seasons ago was the 3-point shootout champion of the MPBL.
So let's see where this play will go.
40 seconds to go. Malyari will drive. J-Mark, same shot, same result. Deadlock at 68.
And you know what's good? Because they were able to make a basket with this time left. Alam mo, kahit anong mangyari, may oras na matitira. Babalik yung possession sa kanila.
How about J-Mark Malyari going to the same spot and getting that same result This time against Judel Fuentes. This is also a newcomer for Sarangani, so it has all been worth it in terms of the acquisitions for Coach John Calios, Marvin Hayes, and J. Mark Malyari performing alongside Ryan Sual.
Oo. Again, I'm sure there's one guy out there na sobrang masaya kay with the boys. Yung boys niya, yung performance ng mga players niya before.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, takbo lang natin yung screen dito, yung regular sideline natin, kahit magpaman yung zone. Ball screen dito. Gap, ikaw yan. Corner to, ha? Oo, pag pinasa natin sa corner, pasok, seal, and then dive. Hit natin yung corner, tapos dribble up, seal,
Safety ha, safety ha, may safety yan, designated
Free side, free side. Okay, free side. Oh, go, 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 go. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Win on 3 for the Quezon Huskers. Their undefeated record is at stake.
So if you talk about the win or 3 or the winner play, you talk about off-the-ball screens. May mga screens yan na palayo sa bola. So most likely, yun ang hahanapin na. So let's see. Yung bola, ang first pass most likely manggagaling. Ang makita mong first pass yan, cross-court.
Okay. They have LJ Gonzalez, Gab Banal, and Judel Fuentes working with Simon Sandagon and Domark Matiliano. 34 seconds remaining, 14 on the shot clock. Here's LJ. He has been the answer all season long in the clutch for the Quezon Huskers. Gonzalez, pick and pop. Gab Banal, he drives and feeds. Sandagon, 2 free throws.
Great find there by Gab Banal. So crucial free throws from for Simon Sandagon.
Well, that is what Simon Sandagon told us. He just has to stay ready for the passes from his playmakers. That time around, it was worth it as he got the ball from Gab Banal. We did mention that's one of the luxuries of playing with Quezon. You have a lot of great players at the clutch to rely upon.
Yeah, free throw story, 14 out of 22 for the Quezon Huskers. 12 out of 26 naman for Sarangani.
Not the most ideal of percentages. The first free throw is good for Simon Sandagon. That's 7 points and 3 out of 5 free throw shooting today for Simon. He also has 5 rebounds to his name. The guy who has built his confidence, especially if you compare it to his FEU Tamarao days. He has come a long way. Can he deliver again? 2 out of 2 for Simon. And this is what you mentioned, Coach Louie. Whatever would have happened, Coach John Calios would still get one more chance.
So I just want, isipin na lang natin kung saan niya i-inbound yung bola. Because right now, we're down to the last 23 seconds in sa ball game na to. Bibigyan mo pa ba ng opportunity na bumalik yung possession sa Quezon? So that's the last timeout of Sarangani.
Quezon has one on the other end. Here's Coach John Calios. Let's see what the master has for us.
Bulog ba? Bulog! Bulog! Lars! Palitan mo muna siya. Coach, ito ako, Coach. No, Yuki. Si Yuki. Okay, makinig ha. Lalabas lang si J. Mark. Bibigay ko. Pre.
Okay, Tara.
Right, take it, Roy. Now, pag wala Yuki, pasok ka lang. Pre, isolate mo. Tira mo 3 points.
He wants to win.
He
wants to win it.
Yeah, that's the gut feeling. And that's how you give confidence. You remember, at the start of the timeout, someone from the team is mentioning buo loob. And in this game, 6 out of 22, etong Quezon, 8 out of 27 naman, Sarangani. So halos nasa average yung Sarangani, yung Quezon malayo dun sa usual 3-point attempts nila.
J. Mark Malyari, Ryan Sual, he will fire. That is short. Rebound, LJ Gonzalez. There's a lot of time. Gonzalez, there's a foul. And that would be free throws for LJ.
Oh, that's a good shot. And he'll take that. Coach John will take that. again, ang importante naman is mabigyan mo ng opportunity yung team mo eh. So let's see this play.
Why not? This is the leading scorer in the MPBL. Ryan Sual has already made 5 3-pointers in this game. That was just some inches short for them.
Oh, and then they got lucky there na hindi pa na nga tinatawagan ng foul na pwedeng tawagan eh.
LJ Gonzalez, first free throw is good. He's 4 out of 7 from the stripe so far.
Oo, but the last free throw is still important to make it a 2-possession ball game.
Gonzalez has 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists to his name. 11 seconds remaining. No more timeouts for Sarangani. They're down by 4. Ryan Sual. They will fire quickly. There you go, a 3-pointer, no good, and that should do it. It was a very impressive performance from the Sarangani Marlins, but the Quezon Huskers will stay undefeated.
Now tying itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns, the longest winning streak right now at 12. But then again, it's not an easy task for this Quezon Huskers team against this rejuvenated, retooled Sarangani Marlins team.
Now they're must-watch once again in the MPBL as they move forward against Bicol, QC, and Val City. Now in this game, we would like to congratulate, of course, LJ Gonzalez with his wonderful performance. 10, 7, and 7 for his numbers. But our best player of the game, brought to you by Buenas, is the guy who started it all for Quezon, Gabanal.
The very reason kung bakit nakapag-start comfortably and nakabuild up ng malaking kalamangan itong Quezon Husker is because of this guy. The first 11 points coming from him, efficient basketball, and all throughout hanggang sa huli. Yung pasa niya kay Sandagon, that's a crucial one.
His final score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Now, Gabanal, our Season 2 MVP, is with Andrea Endicio.
First of all, congratulations, Gab. What can you say about the fact that it was you who kept the Huskers in the game, especially noong first half, wherein yung first 11 points nyo lang naman ay lahat galing sa'yo?
First of all, I want to thank the Lord for giving me strength. I was sick. I missed the last game, but He gave me strength to help the team win in today's game. To answer your question, I was just feeling the game. I was just letting the game come to me, and then I was just making open shots. Credit to my teammates, they were looking for me. So it's a total team effort, not just me.
And also, Gab, according to your coaches, you guys are well prepared, well scouted ang Sarangani Marlins, but we can't deny the fact na pinahirapan kayo ng kalaban ninyo ngayong hapon. How and why did you guys struggle?
Definitely. They're a different team now. They made adjustments. They got new players like Marvin Hayes. They got good young guys. Their record doesn't speak of how they can play the game. They gave us a challenge, which is good because it's competitive. So credit to them.
But still, wala pa rin tumibag sa Quezon Huskers. Meron ka bang gustong batiin na pasalamatan?
First of all, I would like to thank the Quezon Huskers management, to the Tan family, Malik, to Attorney Don, all the Mayor Ralph, and to all those who are supporting Quezon Huskers, to Coach Eric, who's in Serbia, Erich, and especially my girlfriend who's there, first time watching. Hello. So that's it. Thank you.
All right. Once again, that is Gabanal, our Buenas player of the game. Back to you guys.
Well, it came from Gab himself. Sarangani's record would not reflect their quality of play moving forward. So let's see how else they could continue to grow. But congratulations to the Quezon Huskers for staying undefeated. They're now at 12-0. Up next, we have Imus Agimat taking on the Bigolandia Oragons for our second game in your MPBL Thursday inside the Paco Arena. Thank you for joining us in our first match. For Andrea Endicio and Coach Louie Gonzalez, my name is Mix Gomez. At pagbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.